Welcome back to the channel. It's Formula Park One. We showcase amateur athletes and amateur news every day. If you're a player coach would like an interview, DM me for collaboration. And if you're loving the content, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Today, we're talking about the AP Top 25 Men Basketball poll that was released on Monday. Coming at number one is Arizona with a record of 10-0, and they're led by Cole Patet, a forward who's averaging 14.3 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2.9 assists. Coming at number two is Michigan with a record of 10-0, and they're led by UK Lindborg, who's averaging 16.4 points per game, 7.2 rebounds, and 3.7 assists. Coming at number three is Duke with a record of 10-0, and they're led by Cameron Boozer, who's averaging 23.3 points per game, 10.2 rebounds, 3.7 assists. Coming at number four is Iowa State with a record of 11-0, and they're led by Milan Moscave, who's averaging 17.5 points per game, 3.2 rebounds, and 1.1 assists. Coming at number five is UConn with a record of 11-1, and they're led by Solo Ball, who averaging 15.4 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, and 1.5 assists. Coming at number six is Purdue with a record of 10-1, and they're led by Fletcher Lower, who's averaging 14.1 points per game, 2 rebounds, and 1.6 assists. Coming at number seven is Gonzaga with a record of 10-1, and they went up one spot, and they're led by Braden Huff, who's averaging 17.4 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 1.3 assists. Coming in number 8 is Houston with a record of 10-1, and they went down one spot, and they're led by Emmanuel Sharp, who's averaging 17.2 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2.1 assists. Coming at number 9 is Michigan State with a record of 9-1, and they're led by Jackson Kohler, who's averaging 14 points per game, 10.1 rebounds, and 1.5 assists. Coming at number 10 is BYU with a record of 9-1, and they're led by AJ Dabansky, who's averaging 21.1 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 3.3 assists. Coming at number 11 is Louisville with a record of 9-2, and they're led by Ryan Conwell, who's averaging 19.6 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, and 2.4 assists. Coming in number 12 is North Carolina with a record of 9-1, and they went up 2 spots, and they're led by Khalid Wilson, who's averaging 19.5 points per game, 10.4 rebounds, and 2.5 assists. Coming at number 13 is Vanderbilt with a record of 10-0, and they went up 2 spots, and they're led by Duke Miles, who's averaging 16.6 points per game, 2.9 rebounds, and 4.2 assists. Coming in number 14 is Arkansas with a record of 8-2, and they went up 3 spots, and they're led by Darius the Cuff Jr., who's averaging 18.2 points per game, 3.1 rebounds, and 6.1 assists. Coming at number 15 is Nebraska with a record of 11-0, and they went up 8 spots, and they're led by Rink Mass, who's averaging 17.9 points per game, 6.5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Coming at number 16 is Alabama with a record of 7-3, and they went down 4 spots, and they're led by LeBron Phillips Jr., who's averaging 20.7 points per game, 3.8 rebounds, and 5.4 assists. Coming at number 7 is Kansas, who has a record of 8-3. They went up 2 spots, and they're led by Flory Badana, who's averaging 14.4 points per game, 9.3 rebounds, and 1.7 assists. Coming at number 18 is Illinois with a record of 8-3, and they went down 5 spots, and they're led by Colin Boswell, who's averaging 16.1 points per game, 4.3 rebounds, and 3.5 assists. Coming at number 19 is Texas Tech with a record of 7-3, and they went down 3 spots, and they're led by J.T. Toppin, who's averaging 21.9 points per game, 10.6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Coming at number 20 is Tennessee with a record of 7-3, and they're led by Jacoby Gillespie, who's averaging 17 points per game, 2.7 rebounds, and 5.4 assists. Coming at number 21 is Auburn with a record of 8-3, and they're led by Keshawn Hall, who's averaging 20.9 points per game, 8.8 rebounds, and 2.2 assists. Coming at number 22 is St. John with a record of 6-3, and they're led by Bryce Hopkins, who's averaging 14 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, and 2.4 assists. Coming at number 23 is Virginia with a record of 9-1, and they went up 1 spot, and they're led by Taj DeRitter, who's averaging 16 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 1.3 assists. Coming at number 24 is Florida, and they went down 5 spots, and their record is 6-4, and they're led by Thomas Hoff, who's averaging 17.4 points per game, 6.6 rebounds, and 2.5 assists. And last but not least, coming in number 25 is Georgia with a record of 9-1, and they went up 1 spot, and they're led by Jeremiah Wilkinson, who's averaging 17.1 points per game, 2.1 rebounds, and 1.6 assists. If you're loving that content, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for all your men's basketball content. Thank you for your support.